19th of March 1989. Welcome to Hull for the League Championship game between Rovers and Salford. Rovers down near the bottom of the table in dire straits, fighting for survival in the First Division. Salford, who've also been having a lean spell, came back with a little bit of form on Tuesday by beating St Helens, who were suffering the after effects of a hard cup tie against Widnes. Salford just about saved the bacon last Tuesday, and with the state of the league at the moment, with a win today, could perhaps finish up in the top 8. Teams for this afternoon: Rovers at number 1, Fairburn at number 2, Sullivan, 3 Lydiate, 4 Fletcher and 5 Hallis. The half-back 6 Parker and 7 Bishop. 8 Armstrong, 9 Watkinson, 10 Porter, 11 Harrison, 12 O'Brien, 13 Miller, and the substitutes Robinson and Beale. The Salford team: 1 Gibson, 2 Evans, 3 Bragger, 4 Williams and 5 Hadley, 6 Kerry, 7 Kearns, 8 Herbert, 9 McTeague, 10 Brown, 11 Mercer, 12 Lee, 13 Horo, and the Salford substitutes Bentley and Burgess. Salford, having won the toss, the Rovers from left to right to start the game. Referee sorting it out with his touch judges, waves the game on. Trapped, not very cleanly, but Salford with possession in their own 25. McTeague from acting half-back, driving his way forward, clearing the 25 line. Probably be flung back to Williams. Williams left-footed. Long kick, not going for touch, coming to George Fairburn at full-back. Little dummy. Rovers back on their own 25. Forwards having to do the graft as they... Brown going in very quickly into the tattle. Rovers now trying to find them. Can't hold the ball. Loose, and Salford gratefully drop on it. Salford now in a good attacking position. Kerry waiting, attacked in half-back. Moves it across. And then Brown manages to get it out. Salford driving hard over the 25 line. Coming hard onto the ball. Salford in an unusual strip today as Kearns trying to get his team moving. Pressure at the moment, all coming from Salford. Brown gets it back onto Kearns. Kearns a short one. And Salford over. Early points to Salford. Kerry, 2 tries to his credit on Tuesday. In the very early minutes, only 2 minutes. Kerry putting Salford into a very early 4-0 lead. And this should be a simple goal kick. Scored a lot of points when he was playing for Preston Grasshoppers. Set it up well, and Kerry alert and alive, finish well. Kerry now with his kick after his own try, hoists it high and over, and so it's 6-0. Hull KR 0, Salford 6. Rovers once more to kick off, giving possession back probably to Salford. Evans made a bit of a mess of it there. It bounced to and fro off his feet. Salford have been rather vulnerable when the other team have been kicking off latterly. Now back in their own 25, leaving the grafting work to the forwards. Lining up ready for the kick. It's flung back for Williams. Once again, Williams belts it down the field. Fairburn going across for it. Manages to keep it in play. Knocks it back. Stumbles. Dummying to come inside and caught 10 yards out from his own line. The Salford line moving up very quickly. Once again, Rovers are pushed back and are struggling inside their own 25. McTeague coming in hard into the tattle. Does a lot of grafting work for Salford. Salford lying up close and coming in quickly. Flung back for the kick. Been charged down. Bishop having to go back for it. Right in front of his own post. Buried. Touch judge and the referee having a word with Brown, saying gone in with the forearm, so a bit of a relief for Rovers to get a penalty 10 yards out, right in front of their own post. Kicked from the ground then. Fletcher finding a good touch. Rovers now coming out. Oh, beautiful break by Rovers, coming steamed up to the halfway line. Got plenty of support. Gibson comes across, defects the tackle. That was a lovely clean break by Rovers. Now they're hot on the attack as they're spreading the ball across the field. And they were lucky there. That ball nearly bounced away from Harrison. He managed to hang on to it. Rovers now turning on. Nice break there. And it's been dropped. Ball's loose. Still on the floor. Referee will give the knock on. Lydiot unable to hang on to the ball. Rovers have swapped the centres over. Number 4. Ball shoots out the side of the scrum. Referee will want it in again. We have Lydiot playing at right centre and Fletcher at left centre according to the numbers. As Kearns feeds. Kearns is going to get, and it goes straight through the scrum. Rovers have it. Glad to get hold of that. Miller making a strong run, hands it on. O'Brien, Bryan taking them with him, coming hard onto that ball. Bit more life now, and the acting half-back's not ready. Ball's loose on the floor, referee says play on. As Porter tries to crash his way through. Bit of untidy, scrappy play there, round to play the ball. Rovers weren't ready for it. Now they're moving it along the line, and once again it's tight in the forwards and stitched up. Watkinson coming over from behind to play the ball. Long pass. Slipped back. 5 tackles gone, says the referee, as Watkinson comes over to acting half-back. Bishop dummies to kick, gets it moving onto Armstrong. A long pass, and the ball's been dropped and knocked on. The referee will probably give the turnover. It was knocked on the 6th tackle, so McTighe comes up to play the ball. Wild pass from Brown, rolls along the floor onto Kearns. And that was not good play by Salford. Ball's gone loose, but it's gone back. Referee lets the play continue. The advantage comes to Salford. Salford having knocked the ball back. Rovers compiling in over on the far side of the field. Loud shrill on the whistle from the referee. Having a word. The fence in the tackle. Penalty to Salford. Peter Williams left-footed, long kick. Touch judge marks it on the halfway line. As McTighe comes up to start the Salford move. Salford going across the field, not penetrating, not coming hard onto it at the moment. Now Brown decides he's going to come hard and straight sets the ball very nicely. Turned inside, Bishop's in there to take his man, but he bounces down like an India rubber ball. Kearns coming over to the acting half-back position. Kearns running through from acting half-back, dummying, lost his own players. As Blease was very, very close to him. Blease has it on inside, switched back inside by Brown. Herbert hands it on, and Salford nice into passing at the moment. Get it over the 25 line as Kearns coming up. Long passing, trying to set, little overhead kick by Kerry, being chased by the Salford back. Rolls away from them and hacked into touch, so we'll scrum down 10 yards out from the Rovers line. Should be Bishop to feed. Referee on the narrow side of the field. Probably trying to keep his eye on the backs at the staying onside as Bishop comes over, back wheeling all over the place. Very, very untidy. Referee will order a re-scrum, and he's given a penalty. Penalty to Rovers. Relief for them as they spent a lot of time in this opening 10 minutes in their own 25. Rovers on the 25, forwards ploughing in, coming in hard, a good driving run, it's 15 yards of ground. As Porter came strongly onto that short pass, Rovers playing it tight in the forwards. O'Brien trying to charge his way through, can't break them. Bit of a dummy from behind to play the ball, and Salford push Rovers back in possession. Switch of direction onto Bishop. Bishop moving it well. The ball's been knocked down. Be brought back for the knock-on. Once again, it will be Bishop to feed. Referee Street from Barrow wanting to keep the packs apart until he's ready for them. Forwards meet hard. Sticking in the pack. Bishop having to go in for it. Throws a none-too-good pass out to Parker. Parker running wide. Fairburn linking up almost up to the halfway line before he swung round and down. Salford coming in very quickly, smothering Hull KR, stopping them from moving. Long wide pass stretches them a little bit. It's still tight in the forwards. As Armstrong goes down, not denting the Salford defence. Good run by Miller, taking a good strong run by Miller. Watkinson waiting behind to play the ball. And Hull KR just moving across from one side to the other as Bishop now comes up to act in half Bishop. Kicked through by Parker, a good long, oh, he just missed it, just over the touchline, so it will be ball back on the 6th tattle, so it will be Salford to play. McTighe waiting. McTighe looking for support, he has to go on his own. A little bit slow around to play the ball. Now it's Salford keeping it tight as the forwards put the shoulder in, trying to crash their way through. LKR moving up very quickly there. And Salford have lost ground, but they don't put the man down and let him go. Moved up well into the line and then lost the advantage. Kick behind the defence, Fairburn watching it roll over the dead ball line, so we'll come back to the 25 for the tap. Bit of a nameless kick and giving possession back to Rovers, but Rovers once more in their own 25. 12 minutes gone, the score 6-0. Rovers playing rather crude, bashing stuff, coming one man at a time, trying to no combined football at all, balls stuffed up the jerseys. Salford causing the Salford defence no problems at all really as Watkinson runs it. McTighe, Watkinson slips the ball when, but Salford coming in hard and fast and in trouble. Brown once again, this is the second time he's been cautioned this afternoon. Referee will award the penalty. Too high, says the referee, signals it quite graphically. Bishop finds touch, not a lot of ground game, but it's safely into touch. So Watkinson will restart just outside his own half. Like rotting stags, these packs, as they go into each other, meeting each other head on. McTighe coming in, ball's gone loose, been shoveled back, still loose on the floor, and eventually it's been dropped on by Salford after some rather loose play. Now it's Salford who are finding it hard to get out of the grasp of the defence as McTighe comes up from behind to play the ball. Little dummy. Just a couple of yards again, a lot of mauling going on in the tattle as Kearns comes over now. Kearns moving it on to Brown. Brown kicks behind the defence, rolling, and that's a good kick from inside his own half. Finds it 12 yards out from the Rovers line. Salford having this game territorially, but so far only managed to get one try on the board as Bishop brings away onto Parker. Parker trying to use a strong handoff, but Kerry hangs on to him. Fairburn coming up into the line out. Once again, the force back into the middle, but keeping the ball moving. And a good break on here by Rovers. The turn back inside. Cover defence comes over and takes them. Sullivan coming over to behind the play the ball. Sullivan, short one inside. Miller trying to get his forwards moving as Porter comes charging in. Watkinson. Parker moving it across field. Harrison coming onto the ball strongly, but not denting the Salford defence at the moment. Armstrong turning it inside. Rovers trying to keep the ball moving among the forwards. Quick play the ball. Kick behind the defence. Evans going back for it. Sits up very nicely for him inside his own 25. Evans dummies to kick, coming cross field. Gets his pass in, a rather wild one. Long overhead one onto Hadley. Hadley puts his shoulder down, charges forward. Kerry from behind the play the ball. Short one inside. Gibson from behind the play the ball. A penalty for offside. Referee judging that Armstrong moved up too quickly. Long kick by Williams, finds it 10 yards outside the 25. McTighe doing a dummy run. Long pass coming out. Gibson going down the middle. Dies with it just outside the 25. Comes out onto Kearns. Kearns a short one. To Bleeds. Bleeds gets his pass into Williams. Quickly out to Hadley. Hadley, little shimmer. Comes the line. He must be in. And he dives. And he's in at the corner. Good finishing by Hadley after a strong run by Bleeds. He gave a little shimmy as if he was coming inside and then took them on the outside. Good strong finishing by Hadley. Hadley now makes it 10 points to 0. Quite a pile of sand as he makes the tee for the ball. It's only a foot in from the touchline. Fletcher for the third time. Belts it low and hard into the 25. Taken cleanly. Salford probably with the tails up a little bit now, fighting for a top 8 place. When they've been going through that terrible patch. Evans grovelling his way forward from behind the play of the ball. Back to Williams. Once again, Williams hoists it high and straight over the right into the spectators. So we're back into the 25. Scrum down, says the referee. It wasn't the last battle, but it will be. Bishop to feed. Bishop gets it out, goes around the narrow side. And the ball's gone loose and it's snapped up by Evans. Onsure handling by Hull KR behind the post, makes present of it. Oro keeping the ball moving. McTighe from behind the play the ball, a little switch to Kearns. Kearns bringing it back into the middle, ducking on the tackle. He's eventually bounced down by Porter. Once again for the kick. Back to Williams. Sullivan having to backpedal for it. Takes it clean in his own 25. Hadley going in. He bounces off Hadley, but disappears underneath Blees. Once again, back on the Hull KR 25. Forwards, put the shoulder down, charge in, bump and bounce into each other. Ball drops as he's going in. And somehow one senses an atmosphere that Hull KR feel that they're not going to win. Ball stuck in the pack. Kearns having a job getting it out. Referee will order a re-scrum. Kearns trying to heave that ball out. They had struck it, but it was locked. Neither side could heal. No. And the packs are all over the place. Very untidy scrummaging. This time it's out quickly, and the referee not happy with the scrummaging. Gives the penalty against Watkinson for feet up. Brown just stabs at it, finds touch, 20 yards out from the line. McTighe to restart with the tap. Once again, we get these bullocking, barging forwards. Round the narrow side, a switch of direction. Salford now in a strong attacking position. OKR getting ready to come out quickly. The ball's lobbed slowly along the line. Not good passing, and as a result, it's knocked on. Inaccurate passing, slow passing, and so Bishop to feed. Bishop gets it out well. Penalty for offside at the scrum. And this is an untidy, scrappy game at the moment. As Fletcher called over to kick for touch. Kicking cross field. He's nearer to this touchline than the far one, but he's elected to kick over to the far touchline. Doesn't gain a lot of ground, but he finds touches. Watkinson takes a tap. No imagination at all in this play. It's just hard grafting stuff. Miller trying to crash his way through, and he met by the Salford forwards. He plays it to himself. The referee having a little word. Gives the penalty against Salford for being offside as the ball was played forward. Tempers fraying a little bit as Bishop hoists a high, good kick up to the 25 line. That was a good kick by Bishop. Now, what can OKR pull out? Just charging forward. Crowd liked it, but rather crude stuff, and the ball's played forward. He's trying to batch his way over. Touch judges on, an incident right over in the far corner, 10 yards out from the line. We often get tempers fraying when these forwards keep taking each other on and belting into each other hard, trying to sort each other out. Long chat with the touch judge. Riot act being read. Penalty to Hull KR. 10 yards out from the line. And a bounce back. That was strong, vigorous tackling. And makes a mess of the play of the ball. Sign of a team out of form. Nothing going right for them. Trying to play the ball forward. Over eager, knocked on. Kearns to feed. Bishop's 1-1 against the head. Referee signalling that it's the first tackle as the ball spread along the line. Salford move up quickly. And Hull KR stultified, snubbed out. Hull getting ready to make a substitute. Beale getting ready to come on, and the ball's gone loose. Dropped on by Salford. Referee says it's Bishop to feed, not taken cleanly. And Porter hurt. Rovers in possession now from that scrum. Sullivan to Miller. Miller long pass to Parker. Parker moving it across, and the gap opens up, but Harrison can't get through it as it's closed. Parker from behind the play the ball. OKR forwards coming it strongly now, driving hard for the Salford line. And once again the ball's been lost and knocked on. Knocked on first by Kingston Rovers, then knocked on by Salford. Beale coming on as substitute for Porter. Big hefty forward, there's no shortage of bulk there as he goes on to the blind side. Kearns feed, running it away, a long wide pass out to Kerry. Kerry running back into the pack, putting his head down, running into the forwards as they break up. And an offence in the tackle gives the penalty to Salford, and these forwards are certainly dishing it out to each other. There are no prisoners being taken in this, and between these two packs. As Williams, left-footed, long-ranging kick, touch judge, goes right up to the halfway line, so McTighe will start on the halfway line. Once again, his head down and in. 5 forwards in, and this game could well erupt. The trouble arising there. Touch judge is coming on to help the referee, and well, the bonny of fighters, and they are footballers at the moment. And nearly the whole of the Rovers pack piled into the tattle there. And unless the referee is very firm here, this game is going to erupt into a brawl. Been several nasty incidents in the tattle. Crowd screaming for a dismissal. And it looks, I can't see any card being shown. I don't know whether it's a sin bin or a dismissal. And Beale is also being spoken to. And Beale is coming off as well. So one from each side. Beale, of course, has hardly been on 3 minutes. So Brown, who's been in a lot of trouble, comes off. Been already cautioned twice. And Beale accompanies him, so it's 12 versus 12 as Rovers on Salford 25, coming at it hard, fighting for the dear life here. Going back in possession as they lob the ball slowly across the field. Drive through by Watkinson from acting half-back. 15 yards out. Rovers now with the best chance, slipping the ball through, but eventually they're absolutely smothered. Arms are locked, can't get the ball out, but Rovers now hot on the attack, 10 points behind. Spraying it out wide, and Salford moving into the line out quickly. Referee signalling that 5 tackles have gone. They come round with a grip kick, but on it bounced very fortunately for Salford. And the referee says there was an offence in the play of the ball. He said he was dumping him down after the tackle had been given, so a bit of relief for Salford. And Peter Williams doesn't gain a lot of ground, he gets it into touch. And now McTighe coming up with the tap. Horo gains his 10 yards. Rovers trying to heave at the ball, and McTighe comes up again looking for support, and still tight in the forwards. Comes out onto Hadley. Hadley trying to beat them on the outside. Bishop comes over to take him. Bleeds from behind the play of the ball. Kearns moving it across field. Kerry a long one. And now it's Salford who move back there, but they spread the ball well across the field that time. McTighe now handing it on. Little grubber kick. Better than a pass as it goes out to Hallis on the wing. He plays it quickly, and Rovers a little bit slow behind the play of the ball, getting into position. Forwards come charging in again, slipped very nicely, an overhead kick and a chase for the line. Gibson's going there, the ball fly kicked and kicked over the dead ball line. Gibson under a lot of pressure, just managed to get to it first and belted it dead as it was well chased by Hallis. He caused a lot of trouble in the Salford ranks there. Nicely slipped and Hallis coming through very, very well. Just beaten the final second. A high nod kick, not take cleanly, but it didn't go forward as Parker runs it out, runs into the middle, bounces into McTighe. Watkinson, short one onto Miller. Miller slips it well. The Rovers pack getting it together at the moment. And it's been dropped by O'Brien. The referee going to give him off? No, he's going to give the knock on. Yes, he gave him the offside. Penalty just outside the 25. Kearns with the tap to Hadley. Hadley coming down the middle, has his feet taken from under him. Just when he looks as if he was through, McTighe out to Kearns. Kearns holding it, trying to make a break, comes inside and he's absolutely buried. Little overhead kick from Salford, but it's well covered. On to Fairburn. Fairburn trying to run it out and his legs are taken from under him. Back in his own 25. Salford grafting it in hard and Rovers coming at them equally hard. Fought big, strong forwards. Still going, that powerful, determined running by the Rovers forwards. And groans from the crowd with that ineffective play from Parker. Parker turns it back inside. And Millen made a lovely break, still going. Coming onto it well, doing a lot of hard work. Miller goes down in the fifth tackle. Dummy from overhead kick is well covered by Salford. They should have this easily. Little dummy run there. Salford dive with it on their own 25. And both sides are giving us a lot of one man at a time rugby. Once again, it's charging forwards by forward, ball tucked underneath the armpit. Ball's played forward and charged. Referee lets it go, and there's a break on here. They have support. Cover comes across, he beats it beautifully, and he's over under the post. And once again, it's that man Kerry backing up. They ploughed the way forward, on the forwards. The ball was played forward and it caught the Rovers defence napping. And once again, Kerry goes over right by the post to make it 14 points to 0. 34 minutes gone. And now he has a chance to kick the goal after his own try. Easy one should be, and it's over. 16 points to 0. This is a good lead for Salford coming up to half-time. About 5 minutes still to go of this first half, and another substitution being made. Robinson is going on, and Harrison is coming off. So it looks rather a big difference in size here. Harrison, big forward, and Robinson coming on in place of Harrison. I think that's going to mean a change round in the pack. Deep kick taken in the in-goal area. Evans bounced down. They hang on to his Ankles as Salford come driving away from the play the ball. McTighe just outside his own 25 and he got a penalty. Referee said there was hassle at the play the ball. And Salford, Peter Williams, a high kick. Pushes Rovers back into their own half. Kearns coming up. Herbert goes charging forward. McTighe and a little dart on his own, gains 10 yards of ground. Kearns turning it inside from the play of the ball. And McTighe, long ball out, not a good pass. Williams dummies, goes inside, pushing them away. Good handing off by Williams. On to McTighe, who juggles with it, ball goes backwards. Referee said no, it's been a knock on, a bit of juggling with the ball. So it's come down just outside the Rovers 25 and it will be Rovers to feed. Robinson, who's gone to scrum half, and the ball's all over the place, it's loose. Been fly kicked back and Salford have it. Williams being smothered. McTighe from the play of the ball, doing a little dummy, driving over the 25 line. Kearns from behind the play of the ball, switch moved. Couldn't get shut of the ball as McTighe moves it across. Kearns holding it and Rovers come in defending well, pushing Salford back as Salford just move across the 25 line. Long ball coming across the field. There's a break on. Bragger unable to get through. Goes down in the fifth tattle. Horo going hard for the line. Turns it inside. And that's to the Rover. Another try to Salford as Peter Williams goes over. Salford kept the ball moving for the last couple of minutes of this half. Robinson has gone to scrum half. Not been quite yet able to fathom out who's gone into the pack after Harrison was brought off. Kerry, 12 yards in from the touchline, stabs at it, and it's there, 22 points to 0. That's a tremendous lead for Rovers to have to try to pull back. In fact, they've hardly ever looked like crossing the Salford try line. Put a lot of effort in, a lot of it misguided, but they've tried hard, but most ineffectively, mostly forward at a time, banging the way through. Evans charging in. Put down by Bishop. McTighe coming through from the play of the ball. Gets the ball moving. Salford not down with it, and they're having trouble putting the men down. OKR, they're coming into the tackle but not bouncing them down there as Fletcher came in. Ball's played forward and another plunge. Beale coming in to help with the defending. Kearns from behind the play of the ball, says referee, looked at the touch judge, said it'd been dropped in the tackle. Right on the stroke of normal time. Ball's in, Robinson out, onto Parker, Parker onto Fairburn, and Fairburn's taken man and ball. Bishop it is who's gone into the pack as Parker now sends a long pass out, gets onto the wing, onto Hallis, Hallis kicks through, and it goes into touch. Well, it looks as if Bishop could well have gone into the pack. Just watching to see where they go to pack down. Yes, Bishop has gone to loose forward. Miller has gone into the... And it's Miller who's got hold of the ball in the scrum half position. Puts it in. And it's picked up by a Salford forward. Second row man breaking and bringing it away well. Well, if they're putting Salford player out on the floor, McTighe hands it inside. Evans nearly through, knocked down to the ground. Feet taken from under him. Flung back, Williams into the 25. There should be no problem for Hallis and Fairburn, and it's Fairburn who takes it inside to Hallis. A lot of blue jerseys up to defend, and Hallis stopped dead in his tracks. And the referee, penalising Salford, said it was too high tattle. Bishop bangs it into touch. 10 yards short of the halfway line. Watkinson, short one. Very pedestrian attacking from Hull KR. McTighe coming in hard, takes his man. Robinson going back into the centre, smothered, and there goes the hooter for a rather undistinguished half. Not brilliant football played, but occasionally Salford have come through with a little flair, a little bit more flair than the Rovers have shown, and the points are on the board to prove it. And so the score at half-time, Hull KR 0, Salford 22. The players come up for the 10-minute break.
Rugby League, the greatest game in the world. Since the first Great Britain tour in 1910, it's been the ambition of every player to tour Australia and New Zealand with the famous Lions. This is the story of just some of the great players who have achieved the honour, the games in which they played, and the flood of memories behind their achievements.
To go straight at him, knowing he'd pass it, he must pass it, and then come away at the same time, you see, and it finished up in my hands. And then it's 75 yards to go, and pop it over the line. It happened in less than half a minute or so.
I had to appear on the Monday night before the disciplinary committee. And he said, I said, you knew what was going out there. Told that Tommy Blake. Phillips was giving everybody stick. I mean, their eyes were coming out and broken noses and boof, and what he flew over my head twice. He said, yeah, I sent you off for missing, you mug, he said. He was the referee. If I'd have whacked him, I would have been all right, I think.
They'll look back on a golden past, and these British Lions also look forward to a new era when successors in the most coveted jersey of all will carry on the finest traditions of the game.
Well, good afternoon, welcome to Central Park. Here we see the pre-match entertainment. One man and his dog. Question all the crowd are asking this afternoon is, will he catch this dog before 3 o'clock? Another 20 minutes left. I'm sure Wigan are such a go-ahead club. They've watched the Australians, studied their pre-match entertainment, and this is what they have to offer for us this afternoon. shepherded him over to the corner. Oh, the dog's had enough. He doesn't want to play with him anymore. Off he goes to take his position in the press box.
So, with a lead of 22 points, Salford prepare to start the second half. Kerry kicking deep, taken cleanly by the Rovers. Solid line of blue jerseys moves up to pin Rovers down again in the 25. Struggle there a lot this afternoon. And again, Beale puts his head down, charges in, referee on the spot, sees the ball dropped as he goes into the tattle, and so will scrum down, and it will be Kearns to feed. Out Kearns, making a break from the scrum. Robinson in quickly to seal the gap. Kearns doing the run around. And Rovers come driving in hard.